everybody, this is Ariane Arsenault from Lavender in the Magdalen Islands, Quebec, Canada. Today I am going to present to you the making of one of the soaps that I make in my shop that is very simple. It's called Pure Olive, and there are only 2 ingredients in the soap besides the lye water. So my stock pot is right now filled with extra virgin olive oil, and here will go some lavender essential oil, and that's it. It is a Castille soap, meaning that the base oil is 100% olive oil, and it will need to dry for a long time before it's ready to be sold, because olive oil will make a soap that will kind of go mushy really quickly once you use it if it's not dried properly. So usually you would dry these soaps from 6 to 12 months. So mine goes on the 6-month drying period because I cut back in some of the water in my lye water so that I could have it ready on time for summer. So let's take a look at the making of this soap. So here's my stock pot. I'm putting it on the stovetop, and I'm gonna slightly warm the base oil just so that my lye water and my base oil are nearly the same temperature when they meet each other. So this will be only warmed slightly. And then check this out. This is a KitchenAid commercial series immersion blender that was sent to me by KitchenAid. It was given to me as a gift, and this is like these are just like the small ones, except they're commercial. So this is my small KitchenAid that I have, if you want to compare the size. So like the shaft here is also removable. Let me try and remove it. There we go. So it's removable, so I can wash the bottom part of it. And now I'm gonna have to put it back on, and I need something to protect my hands to do this because it's like very metallic, really sharp here. So yeah, this is gonna be the first time that I'm trying out this new stick blender. So if I put it right beside my stock pot, no longer will I have the edge of my stick blender kind of dipping in the raw soap. And whenever I make my big batches in my new pot tipper, it's also going to be much easier to work with. So I'm going to plug this baby in, and we're going to make some soap. Okay, I'm all ready to make this soap. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add my essential oil into the mix. And I'm gonna make sure that this is well dispersed within the oil. And there's a safety switch on top. So if I try to press it, it won't work. So I need to unlock, choose my speed setting, and I want it to be on low right now. Is it on low? It was on low. So even low is pretty high. Ooh, I'm gonna show you. Worth it. And so this is the slow setting. And here, fast setting. Okay, so I'm gonna go get my lye water and add it to this oil and lavender mixture. Make sure this is on low because the high setting is pretty high. I think I'm gonna keep the high setting for when I use my big pot tipper. But now I'm going to add my lye water, which has cooled down. I'm gonna try to pour this down the shaft of my stick blender, just like I usually do. This immersion blender is so powerful that whenever I press the button to make it go on, it kind of pulls to the bottom, like When I make a Castile soap, I like to pour at a medium to thick trace. Otherwise, like the next day when I unmold and cut my soap, it's kind of crumbly. So here you can see that the texture is really nice and thick, and this is what I'm looking for. So just gonna stick blend one more time to make sure that everything is nicely combined. I'm gonna get rid of my lye pitcher, and then I'm gonna turn off the stick blender so it can't go on anymore. And I'm gonna remove the excess from the stick blender and make sure it goes all into my pot. And then tap tap, because you never want to go into a stick blender with a spatula when it is plugged in, even though you know that you turned it off. Because the soap is a little thick, I'm gonna kind of smooth out the top. You guys are like sideways. I'm gonna take a little spatula and try and smooth out the top of my soap. I have cut the soaps once, and the final bar soap that I want to be creating is this size. This is actually one of my pure olive soaps from last year, and it's really hard and rock solid and still smells awesome. All right, let's put these back in the cutter. I would like to thank KitchenAid Canada for giving me this amazing and huge immersion blender, and I did like using it. It was the first time. The only difference with my regular tiny KitchenAid stick blenders is that it really is strong, so it does cause the soap to accelerate and trace faster. So next time, rather than just like blending all the way in, I think I will pulse, but this will be an amazing tool. Like any new tool, I need to learn how to work with it, but soon it'll be my new best friend. Thank you so much for watching the making of this Lavender Castille soap. In our shop, we call it Pure Olive. It is such a nice and lovely soap. It doesn't lather much, but it's really moisturizing. Olive oil will create soaps that have really tight and little bubbles, but it's so nice and a different feeling on the skin. You should totally try a Castille soap if you've never done so. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. You can ask me questions in the comment section below, and within the first 24 hours of releasing a video, I always try to answer as many questions as I can, and then once in a while I'll go back to the video and see if I have any more questions. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button right there, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye!